Would everybody rise together and we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance to our American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Danny, where is Danny, my partner? Oh my gosh, here you are. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's not it.
That's okay. We'll do the four-way test. Oh, and we'll do the 4 awesome questions. Ready? Repeat after me. Before you think, say, or do something, ask yourself, is it true? Is it fair to everyone? Will it help build friendships? Will it be good for everyone?
Thanks, Danny. Those of you who have guests or who are visiting Rotarians, please keep standing. Everybody else can sit down. Maybe most of you know that those 4 awesome questions, are ones that Danny developed. Excuse me. Thank you. Those 4 awesome questions Danny developed to present to elementary school and middle school kids to learn about the Rotary concepts. And they're just simple and good to learn and say. I'm going to go around this way. And
good afternoon, everybody. I have with me today as a guest Raj King. She's a CU alumni, and she's with Accent Care Hospice.
I'm very good. To cry, who has to cry, has to cry. And cry, could cry, or cry to cry.
Hi, my name is Leah Tinstman. I am Carl's daughter-in-law. I am here visiting from Washington, D.C., and I am a retired Coast Guard officer, so 25 years in service. And my husband is still in the Coast Guard. Is that good? All right, thank you.
I've been instructed to go to the front. Okay, Jancy, I'm coming over to you. You're welcome. And Jancy has a guest that she didn't even know if she would come today, but she's here. So if you'd face the camera.
No, just running late, but yes, I'm just honored to, but I have you turn around, to introduce my Karpinski. We've been good friends for a long time, and she is thinking about being, considering joining Rotary. She speaks fluent Russian, spent 3 years, has 2 Fulbrights from Russia. I also want to color on the work of the turn of the 20th century feminist Charlotte Perkins Gilman. She taught many, many years at Regency, and I'm just personally excited to have her here.
And over here.
I have my wife Carol with me again today, the Reverend Carol Simpson, the nurture team leader at Pine Street Church. It seemed wise to bring an ordained pastor in case I need consolation because people were mean to the speaker.
Can we guess who the speaker is? I know. Darla.
We're never mean, are we? Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Daniel Golly. Turn that way. Oh, over here, Daniel. And Daniel is the CEO and founder of Chicksaw USA. That is an organic chewing gum that he founded in the Mexican Amazon, working with the people down there. So he's busy marketing all over the world his organic gum. So maybe he'll bring us a sample sometime. Welcome, Daniel.
Whoa, get my exercise here.
Yes, I'd like to introduce Don Wolford. He's been here 3 times now, and he's already turned in his application for membership. So hopefully very soon he'll be a full-fledged Boulder Rotarian. He's in the carbon recapture business and the oil business.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Stephanie Palm Nevis. Look over there. Because she made a presentation on a project to the World Community Service Committee this morning. She is with Socially Conscious Coffee, which organizes humanitarian projects in coffee growing areas. She does not buy or sell coffee.
Thanks. And I saw you 3 days ago at the Rotaract meeting. Yes. Good to have you here.
Good to see you. To introduce Sterling Sawaya. He's a fourth generation Coloradan. He grew up around Denver, currently lives in North Boulder. He is the founder and CEO of Gene InfoSec. They are working toward encrypting DNA, your DNA. And he has a doctorate in genetics from the University of Otago in New Zealand. Please welcome Sterling.
My guest today, sent me an email about 2 weeks ago or so, and about 3 or 4. It's not working. It's not working? Okay. About 3 or 4 years ago, she and her daughter Olivia and I had coffee together. Olivia was a part of the Interact Club, went on to do RILA, served as a staff person in RILA, and then I get this email that says, gosh, it changed my daughter's life. How can I get involved? So she's here to check us out, and she's a longtime Boulder family. Her husband, Rich, and her have been living in Boulder for many years. So also her dad was a president of the Las Cruces, New Mexico Rotary Club when she was a kid. So anyway, it all comes back around. So please welcome Robin.
It's about time you got here, Robin. Over here?
What? Okay. Hi. I am introducing, first time, Austin Whitlock. He is the executive meeting manager for the Hilton Garden Inn and the Embassy Suites in Boulder. Austin picked up and moved here the day after Christmas from Hershey, Pennsylvania, to start a new chapter with his wife and his dog. Austin has previously worked in other hotels and also as a production manager for an entertainment company. He loves fostering a sense of community and getting involved in however he can. Why not Boulder Rotary, right? So the Hiltons are on Canyon, the brand new community-driven, elegant, yet affordable hotel that's on 28th and Canyon. And they have over 8,000 square feet of meeting space, including the largest ballroom in Boulder, almost 400 sleeping rooms, and over 15,000 pieces of local artwork. Feel free to stop by and take advantage because Austin will give you a tour of the hotel. There you go. So please welcome Austin Whitlock, Executive Meeting Manager, Hilton Garden Inn. Okay, thank you. Now, one of my favorites, because I've known Kim Swaney for probably over 6-7 years, quite a while, and she's a very energetic person. She's also, what I'm so proud to say, is the founder and executive director of Happiness Through Horses. Happiness Through Horses is a 501c3 nonprofit committed to mental wellness with kids in our communities. Yeah, their main goal is to interrupt destructive cycles and behaviors and provide kids a path to confidence and overall mental and emotional well-being. The nonprofit does this with self-leadership, which is a program with principles that she developed and also includes cowboy ethics in mind. If you want to hear about cowboy methods, please talk to her after. So it's our hope, she says, to reduce the suicide rate in Colorado communities. And if you would like to know, again, what those cowboy ethics are, please speak to Kim Swaney, and she will actually help you and give you a tour of the ranch that she's working out with her kids that are part of the program. Thank you. Oh, one more. One more. This is a surprise one because we all know her. Miss Erin Rattay, right? She's I surprised her. She's come back for a few days because she's off again to her travels. She's been everywhere around the world. Like she's been to, this time, Europe, all of Europe and Portugal, West Africa. And you're going back to West Africa on Thursday, right? Lisbon on Thursday. She's been to Morocco. She's been to names I can't even explain, but we all wish we went there for vacation. She's doing it, and I hope she gets a whole video program or something for us to watch again. Thank you, Erin.
And Erin, how do you travel with this on these trips? By a Land Rover. Okay, no camels to ride on or anything? Okay. Are there any visiting Rotarians who I have not addressed or welcomed? Okay. And during this time, we have a list of 100 ways that we can be of service or help Rotary in our 100th anniversary. One of the ways is to be a member of a committee of Boulder Rotary. There are 62 committees, 65. Is there any Rotarian here who is not on a committee and who is shamefully willing to raise your hand? Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jean. Welcome, everybody, guests and members. This is going to be a great meeting. Someone said to me a couple weeks ago, they're like, Mike, at the beginning of every meeting you say, this is going to be a great meeting. Well, it is. If we decide it's going to be a great meeting, and we're going to have a wonderful speaker here today. Thank you, Michael, for sharing your knowledge with us. It's wonderful when we have a member who gets up here. We have a whole club of overachievers, and it's great when we can get some of that knowledge for us. So just a couple announcements before we go into this week's vignette. I'm very sad to announce that Lane Ernst passed away last Saturday. You may have seen that obituary. You might have seen that in the Rib on Tuesday. Lane was a long-term member here. He was president in our 75th year, 1993, 1994. He'd been sick for the last few years. I've been in the club since 2010, and so I had an opportunity to get to know him those first couple of years, and what a great guy. And he was a real pillar of our community. His funeral will be this coming Wednesday, March 20th at 4 p.m., First Presbyterian. So 4 p.m., First Presbyterian this Wednesday for Lane Ernst. So, all right, why don't we go ahead with, this is our 100th year for our guests so that you know, and we're telling our story, and we're getting to the last couple of chapters, aren't we? We are. Okay, come on up.
Our club is noted for taking Rotary to others, creating new clubs geographically, and developing innovative formats for members who might not be able to attend our traditional Friday lunch meetings due to travel or business responsibilities or distance or disability. Boulder Rotary began sponsoring new clubs in 1919, the first year of our existence, when we brought Longmont Rotary into the fold. Other clubs were sponsored, and listen to this list: Grand Lake Rotary in 1951, Broomfield Rotary in 1958, Boulder Valley Rotary in 1985, Coal Creek Rotary in 1990, Boulder Flatirons Rotary in 1997. And this Flatirons Club is a breakfast club, and they absorbed members of Coal Creek when that club's charter was surrendered 2 years ago. And then there was Niwot Rotary, the most recent, in 2008. In January 2002, a club we sponsored revolutionized the Rotary world. That's a quote from Norris Hermsmeyer. E-Club One was the first internet-based Rotary club. It was a pilot project with 25 members, chaired by Boulder Rotarian John Minter, who became its charter president. E-clubs were approved permanently in 2010, and about 100 have been chartered since then. Boulder Rotary also gave birth more recently to 2 innovative satellite clubs, Boulder New Generations Rotary Club and Boulder Roots, whose members also belong to this club. Both BNGRC and Roots, that is New Generations and Roots, place special emphasis on service. Boulder New Generations is a club for young professionals. A signature project for them has been Visionaria Peru, working to help indigenous Andean young women develop leadership skills. New Generations was one of 4 Rotary International pilot projects that looked at attracting new members, attractive too, I'm sure, attracting new members, especially younger ones. Its success story was featured at the 2012 RI Convention. Boulder Roots is for members whose schedules make it difficult for them to attend our Friday lunch meetings. They hold breakfast meetings, do service projects, and attend the larger club's meetings whenever they are able.
Okay, thank you, Carol. So on your table are some agendas, and on the back side of that agenda are Centennial Events. This is our 100th year, and it's all happening in the next couple of months. So I want to go over 3 or 4 of them with you. The first one is not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, March 26th, 2 p.m., East Boulder Rec Center. That little picture there is the picture of, from the sky of the East Boulder Rec Center, the water hydration station ribbon cutting. Everybody is invited. If you want to have a picture of you next to this water hydration station, and we have the plaque too. Do we have a picture of the plaque that's going to be at the bottom of it? Oh, there we do. Yeah, I guess we do. So that's what it's going to look like on the bottom. There are 3 of them that we as a club have raised money and donated for our community. This is one of them at East Boulder Rec Center. The second one is at the Boulder Creek Path near 17th Street, which will also be ribbon cutted. The ribbon cutting will happen right after that. So 2 o'clock and then 3 o'clock, etc. The third one will be later on in June. The second thing I want to highlight for you is March 29th. That is the Friday before our April 1st 100th year. And so we're going to have, I've arranged with Spice of Life, they're going to have an upgraded meal for us. They're going to have a cake, and a 1 and a 0 and a 0 with candles and stuff. We're going to take a picture with it. It's going to be great. And we're going to have decorations. We will also have talent. And this is where I need a little bit of your help. I have secured already some talent from our members. We're going to have a piano up here. We're going to have a piano delivered for that day. Gordon Gamm is going to take suggestions from the audience. He can play anything, he tells me, and he's quite talented. Pam Hayek is also going to play the piano, and she's going to do some period pieces, is that right, of 1919 and that? Well, we're working on the details, okay? But it's going to be great. You're going to love it. We have some other talent as well, emceed by Patty Limerick. If you have a talent that you would like to be showcased, to be a part of our program, email me or see me after the program, okay? We want your talent. If you can sing, I'd love somebody who could sing. If you can tell a joke, that's really funny, that's acceptable, that would be very open and welcome. So come see me for that March 29th. The next thing is we got the daily insert. It's going to come out on that Sunday, 16-page insert, all about us. Look at your daily camera. The third thing is the 100th Anniversary Gala. So 2 of the 3 chairs of the committee, Jerry and Marty, and then we met with St. Julian on Thursday morning. It's going to be a wonderful event. They put a lot of thought. What's that? Oh, Kitty, sorry, not Jerry. Kitty. Kitty and Marty and me, I was there, you'd think I'd remember. We had a great meeting with them. It's well thought out. We're talking, the food choices are going to be wonderful. We will have it, a great celebration of what Boulder Rotary is all about. It's going to be, the dress code is suits for men, cocktail for women. I was told that women know what cocktail means. And so suits, with a tie, doesn't have to be a bow tie. It can be just a normal tie for guys. It'll be an elegant event. You're going to be all inspired. And then right when you're all inspired, we're going to have some levity too, okay? Let's have some fun, okay? I'm going to have you sing even if you don't want to sing. So we're going to sing together as well. So it's going to be a wonderful evening. Tickets are still available until I think this week, the 20th. So see Kitty DeKeefer if you want those tickets. So that being said, I think that's it. TK, why don't you come on up?
So I want to start with the question, why did you join Rotary? Reflect on that for a second. I want to emphasize the fourth item here, to make the world a better place. These are all good reasons, but the last one, I think, drives home the special thing that Rotary does around the world. And perhaps you noticed some of the images that were playing up here earlier with no sound, places in many parts of the world where Rotary has made a real difference. The things you and I take for granted, clean water, education, some community development, health for children, women, men. I mean, these things are in our lives every day with no thoughts, no need, no effort, and other people don't have anything close to this. So let's go to the second slide. You've heard me say every Rotarian every year. This is our club goal, and I can assure you Mike would like us to reach that goal. We're currently at 10. So between now and the end of June, that's less than $90 per member in here, so it's very achievable. So I would encourage you to step up to that. But I can assure you that the people that you saw earlier, and you're going to see in a couple minutes, really hope we meet that goal. These are the people who benefit, whose lives are improved dramatically because of what we do. So I'm asking you to give up just a tiny bit of your treasure to make all this happen. And you may wonder why people give. And a couple weeks ago, you heard Carol Griever describe why she has been a regular donor from the beginning when she joined in the late 1980s. But let me give you one other. We give because of our firm belief in the philosophy of service above self and doing good for humanity. We give because we always look beyond ourselves. This is Mr. and Mrs. Umrah from Nigeria. So you are in good company if you step up, and I have some short video to hopefully inspire you to take the next step. Thank you.
Your contribution to the Rotary Foundation keeps families connected to a world of good. We're changing lives through our vision and unwavering commitment, bringing hope to those who need it most. We choose to see the world for what it could be. Every gift is an action that speaks volumes.
Thank you, TK. And if they want to sign up, they can see you afterwards. Is that right? And you'll hook them up. Okay, come on over here. Jim, I think you're next. No, come over here, TK. You got to hold this so that I can pull the winning raffle ticket, because I can't hold it and pull it out. Okay, there. All right. Okay, pull your raffle ticket out. So we actually have a second place as well, but here's the first place winning ticket. Here's the number, 225 1144. 1144. Who's got it? Yay, there you go. Okay. The secondary prize is Michael Simpson has written a book called Rockets Fly High. It's for children, is that right? Okay, for children. And so this is your second. So look at your number again. This is the backup number. 225-1154. 1154. Who gets it? Did somebody say yes?
What do I have?
Who, Todd? You got it? You got the secondary one. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, cool. So Jim, come on up. Winner. Okay, got it.
Mike, excuse me, Mike said that Merrill and I could make an announcement as long as we keep it under 15 seconds. So we're going to be fast.
We have 30. Let's
all right,
relax.
30 seconds.
Let's
So
relax. That was 15.
All right, we just used up 15. We have launched a new program, Preserve Planet Earth Committee. If you haven't filled out your form yet, please do. This is a form that allows Xcel Energy to aggregate our energy use. So they will show us what everyone in the club collectively is using each month and what we used last year the same month. In this way, we'll be able to track what our use is going forward. And we have some great ideas on how you can reduce your energy use, and Merrill has the first.
Yeah, one easy thing you can do is bring in those old incandescent light bulbs, and we'll give you free LED light bulbs in exchange. So we're open for at least 3 Fridays, so if you forgot today, come next week, no problem. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Cinda, come on up and introduce Michael Simpson. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Nancy and Carl. Nancy gets her red badge, yeah.
Thank you, Mike. It's my honor to introduce Nancy Bilica as a Red Badge member. Nancy is a political scientist focused on environmental policy and American politics. She has been teaching in the political science department at CU Boulder for more than 20 years. She also coordinates the department's undergraduate internship program. While she says that untangling the messy, contentious world of politics can be both frustrating and fun, she finds working with students who are trying to figure out where they belong in this world to be especially rewarding. Now, I have been in Nancy's classroom, and I can attest that it is a vibrant, energetic place of learning. In addition to teaching, Nancy has a long history of collaborating with a variety of research and nonprofit organizations focused on environmental, human rights, and other issues. This has included working with EcoCycle to analyze zero waste initiatives, designing programs with the Institute for Environmental Solutions to reduce chemical footprints, assessing grassroots environmental grant initiatives in Africa and India with Global Green Grants, and many years as a policy advisor to Urgent Action Fund for Women's Human Rights, focused on policy changes affecting global human rights activism. Nancy grew up in California and attended the University of California, Berkeley, where she met her husband, Brian Vickers, also a new Red Badge member. Before arriving in Boulder, she worked in Washington, D.C. as a research assistant on the U.S. Senate Veterans Affairs Committee for several years, then headed to graduate school, earning her PhD at Harvard University. Nancy and Brian have been living in Boulder since 1993. They raised their 2 daughters here and have found many opportunities to engage in the community, as well as in the great outdoors and in a variety of human, cultural, and community service activities. These days, Nancy is involved with the local Red Cross and enjoys gardening, reading, a variety of outdoor activities, and getting together with family and friends. She has already been meeting with the World Community Service and Preserve Planet Earth committees, and I'm trying to get her on the program committee to see where she can dig into Rotary projects. So please welcome Nancy Bilica.
Gold star. Oh, I just dropped it. Okay, we have some birthdays, and so just a reminder. Hey, I got this, Ho. So a couple things before I hand it over to you is the birthday table is for the birthday fund. And so last year we had $95,000 awarded from this club, 70 of which was for scholarships. And so the birthday fund is one of the ways that you can do that. But when it's your birthday, you get to speak as well. So you don't have to, you can donate and not speak. You can speak and not donate. They're not together. It's not a pay for play here. But I just want to remind you of that birthday fund. George, it's all you.
Ed McDowell was been in Rotary for a long time, and back before when the blue line was just a faint green.
I've been in Boulder Rotary for 47 years. And I'm really so happy that we're celebrating the 100th anniversary. I think it's just going to be a terrific event, and I all of my friends there. Anyway, happy birthday to me. Take care.
Pam is birthdays today too.
I just have some, I guess I'm going to get serious here for just a minute. Last year, I was very ill and was in the hospital, and the doctor came in and he said, you know, if we don't operate this afternoon, you may not make it through the night. And I went, okay, sign me up. I'm on board. And then after the doctors left my room and the nurses left and the lady who had me sign the papers left, I was all alone, and it was quiet. And then I started thinking about what he had just said. Okay, if I don't have the surgery, I may not make it through the night. And then I thought, oh, that means I might not be here tomorrow. And then I thought, okay, so what if they do the surgery and I still don't make it through the night? And then my brain went to all kinds of places, and I thought about, okay, so if I don't make it through the night, now I've been a good Christian, I think, all my life, and I'm assuming I'm going to go to heaven. So I thought about that, and I thought about what heaven might be like, and then they came and took me away and did the surgery, and they brought me back to my room about 11 o'clock that night, and I opened my eyes as they were moving me onto my bed, and I looked around, and here's my sister, my brother-in-law, my husband, and they're laughing and drinking beer. And I went, oh my gosh, this isn't what I thought heaven was going to be like at all. So the next morning, when I was thinking a little more clearly, I thought about the good things in my life, and I realized, okay, I really am still on earth. And one of the first things that came to mind was this Rotary Club and all of you people, and how wonderful it is that we have this every Friday, that we can come together, we can work on projects together. We have the privilege of sitting at a table like this and sharing a piece of ourselves with our friends. And so I hope I gained a different level of appreciation for this club through that experience. And I hope you guys have that same appreciation. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Diane Sherry has, his birthday is today too, and she's going to speak from the stage.
Thanks. 2 years ago, I used my birthday moment to celebrate the fact that my oldest daughter had just completed the third and final surgery to change the male body she was born with to the female body she identifies with. Today, I'm continuing my comments as a transgender ally. I've not spoken publicly about this anywhere else. It's a testament to my trust in you, my fellow Boulder Rotarians, that I'm speaking to you about this today. I know that I can count on you to listen with compassion, and I believe without judgment. Every day, my 33-year-old daughter is told by people online that she deserves to die, that she should kill herself, that God hates her, that she's an abomination. She's been told more than once that if the person ever found her in a public restroom, they would personally murder her. One person told her he would cut off any parts she had left. I want you to know that my daughter has never hurt anyone. She only wants to be who she really is, to be her authentic self. In my humble opinion, her choosing to have those surgeries is no different than someone with a cleft lip or spina bifida or a bum knee choosing surgery to put those body parts in line with who they are. As many as 44% of transgender people choose to attempt suicide. Certainly this is likely to do with the profound unhappiness one would feel if their body reflects a different gender than they feel they are. But a bigger part of the unhappiness is awareness of how unwelcome they are in our society, as demonstrated by bathroom bills, transgender and the military bans, churches who tell trans people they're not welcome, and the kinds of treatment delivered by trolls online. Last year, 29 people, trans people, were murdered in this country just for being trans. I'm a trans ally. I love my daughter, and I'm proud of her living as her authentic self. There are at least 3 other people in this room who have a loved one who's trans and who are allies and who are willing to talk to you about it. Would you please stand? So we have Meryl and Carol and Karen. There are probably others. Thank you. I'm asking you to please do what you can to support trans people and all members of the LGBTQ community. Actually, let's just support everyone equally, regardless of race, gender, religion, etc. If you're interested in gaining more perspective, please borrow a copy of the book I brought for you today. It's called This Is How It Always Is. It's a great novel about a family with a transgender child. Thanks for listening with respect and for being a community I felt I could say this to.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. March is Water and Sanitation Month.
And come on, how could you forget? Saturday, April 6, 2019 is our 100th Anniversary Gala. Dance like a hippie. Dance like John Kotke. Just be there and dance. It's going to be a great time.
On March 29th, it's all about Boulder Rotary. We will be showcasing our members' talents. Do you play an instrument? Do you sing? Do you know all of the zip codes and towns? We need you. Contact President Mike if you have any talent at all.
And June is coming fast, and June 22nd, it will be the Rotary Come Home Dinners. We need 5 to 6 hosts to make a themed dinner for 4 to 8 of their fellow Rotarians at their home. If you're interested in being a host, contact Anne-Marie Reeder.
Itor and Laura are nearing the end of their exchange, and they put together a bucket list of things they'd still like to accomplish. Can you help? Contact Chad Stam if you can.
I have an update on Fudge. The CU Rotaract Club wants to thank everyone in the Boulder Rotary Club for supporting the Honor Flight project. They sold out and generated $1,300 for Honor Flight. Also, this week has been International Rotaract Week. Awesome job, CU Rotaract.
Do you know that Rotarians hike? They do, every Tuesday. BRC Rotarians get together to hike at different speeds and abilities. Here is President-elect John on the summit of K2 showing that he is fired up and ready for his BRC presidency.
Club 1919 is still accepting founders at $1,919.19 or more, and members at a minimum of $19.19. It's $20. Our goal for this campaign is 100% participation from all club members. And next week's program.
Hunter Lovins and the role of business in creating an economy in service to life.
Don't miss it. That's next week. Everybody loves an Irish dance, and man, that just cracks me up. So say it with us now. Have a great weekend.
So once again, I get to see that video before the Friday. But I thought it was pretty funny. So we have, this is the Ides of March. We're all stepping back, détente. It's okay. So we're all good. Okay, so let's just conclude today's meeting. I want to thank Michael Weatherwax for being our past president greeter, Susan Conway for our red badge greeter, Pam Hayek and Kathy Olivier and Judy all helped check you in. John Rieger helped us out with the raffle. Thank you, Michael, once again for a wonderful program. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Meeting adjourned.